Rodney Ham, Waynesville, Ohio political activist, and one that has always been intrigued with politics because of my family, the Donaldsons from Tennessee, and President Andrew Jackson. We as Democrats have to pay close attention to things that go on these days because we never before have seen such an atrocious act of treason as the breaking in and takeover of our White House, followed up by threats made against politicians who oppose them, all the way up to a man being beaten by a hammer and being belittled by Donald Trump on the interviews. In Ohio, we have what I would call intricate part of the Republican hierarchy and chain or flow of money in the Golden Lamb, which is owned by Rob Portman's family, a politician with a lot of clout here in Ohio. I had a friend named Charlie Sanders who opposed him in the 2nd District U.S. Representative race back in the early 2000s. And you'll see that if you look inside the Patriot Act, which they have turned into the Freedom Act, there is a financial responsibility area called Title III. And what it states is that anything over $10,000 in the form of financial support for such terrorist acts as were committed, not only as my friend in Mississippi, Benny Thompson, is prosecuting from the Ku Klux Klan, but also as the Republican Party. This was the representative of your party. He conducted the break-in at the White House, and I would consider it top 3 most treacherous and treasonous acts ever committed in the United States of America. We have financial laws and regulations about these $10,000 transfers of funds. They're called suspicious activity reports. The acronym is S.A.R.S reports. And they can be picked up at financial institutions because they have to be filed, because they are exactly as they say they are, suspicious activity reports. And they have to be documented over $10,000. And this has been going on since 2000, maybe earlier than that. So I have to ask if these politicians are going to sidestep people right here in Lebanon and Warren County, Ohio, like the Vice President Emeritus Cimarelli. And there's plenty more out there. But we know as citizens that these conglomerate oil companies and others have donated over $10,000 into the political campaigns of tyrants who are Hitler-like in their exit of the White House and support still this buffoon, Donald J. Trump. I am making a call out as the descendant of Old Hickory for the FBI, the CIA, and any other enforcers of American law to take this act called the Freedom Act and prosecute these people for funding this terrorist group that broke in that White House led by Donald J. Trump. They would do it to anyone else, and I guarantee you they would do it to anybody of Middle Eastern descent, which is profiling, which has become a serious problem in this country. If you're not serious about it, then take the entire act and burn it in front of the Capitol building. because it's a hideous act to begin with that has to do with surveillance in our own homes. And the entire bill was created by the conservatives who are now trying to skate around it. I hope that there's an investigative reporter out there who wants to pursue Marathon's vice president, Seminarelli, 2nd District U.S. Representative Rob Portman, and the Golden Lamb Restaurant located on 63 and 48, right here in Lebanon, Ohio, where all the presidents stop to make their campaign contributions. We even have pictures of our U.S. Representative or U.S. Senator Steve Wilson with Donald Trump Jr. Probably outside of the Golden Lamb on his Facebook page, and that's Ohio Senator Steve Wilson. So please help